Have you guys ever been on the water and seen those mega yachts and think, man, I wonder how much that costs to own? Well, today we'll be covering some of the expenses these guys have. We won't go into exact detail because every owner is different, but we're gonna go for a general idea of what these mega yachts and super yachts cost to own. What we're gonna do is go on a website and see some yachts for sale. We're gonna pick one of them, and then we're gonna break down some of the costs that boat might have, some of the details of the boats, like how many rooms, how many amenities it has, or if it has a jacuzzi or whatever it has. We're gonna go over it, and let's just jump right into the video. It's Life Offshore. If you guys haven't subscribed to the channel, please do. Like this video if you enjoyed it at the end, and leave a comment. If you could afford one of these boats, would you buy it? Alright guys, so like I said, we're going to be picking out one of these yachts so we have a better idea how much it costs to buy the boat, and then on top what it'll cost yearly to maintain the boat and to keep it running, to keep it floating, and basically to keep it owned. So right now let's look down. We're on Denison Yachting. They're known for listing these beautiful mega yachts and super yachts. So let's pick this one right here, the 161 Trinity Yachts. It's a 2008. It's about $13 million. It's got a beam of 28 feet. And it's got 6 rooms. So let's see some of the amenities it has, and let's go into some of the costs that'll go into owning this boat. This yacht in particular, like I said, has 6 staterooms and has 4 crew cabins. What makes this yacht in particular so unique is its casino. It has a fully functional casino and makes this boat stick out more than anything in its class. What about some numbers? How much does it cost to operate? How much does it cost to own? Well, this boat needs 12 crew members, including a captain. It isn't that big for such a large crew, but like I said, it has a fully functional casino, and that's what it needs extra employees for. It isn't that big for such a large crew, but it is used in charters and has, like I said, a fully functional casino. A crew this size roughly runs around $800,000 a year, which includes salary, payroll taxes, uniform, recruitment fees, health insurance, food, and travel for vacation. A captain alone has a salary of roughly between $120,000 and $150,000 a year by himself, not the rest of the crew, just by himself. Fun fact for this video, guys, Broward County, which is one of the world's hubs for boating, accounts for around $3 billion a year in yacht crew wages. Anyways, this yacht needs a permanent home when it's not sailing the seas, which leads to docking fees. A typical dock in Miami, Florida costs around $70 to $100 a foot per month for these mega yachts. So on the low end of that range, it'll cost you around $11,270 a month just to keep the boat tied onto the docks. This is $135,240 a year. If you take this boat for a quick 6-night getaway to a small island in the Bahamas, the docking per night is roughly around $8 a foot, which costs about $1,300 a night, times 6 nights that you're there is $7,728. That's just to dock the boat on a short 6-day trip. This means you have to pay for 2 marinas, your permanent home, even though you're not there, and the one that you're gonna go on for your trip. So how do we get to the Bahamas? We can't forget about the fuel. This boat burns around 150 gallons per hour at a cruise of 12 knots. That's around $500 of diesel per hour. If you use the boat for 600 hours a year, that'll be roughly around $300,000 in fuel per year. What if the boat sinks or catches fire? That's why they need insurance. They can pay anywhere between $180,000 to $250,000 a year of insurance alone. This yacht needs to look pretty if you want to be high rolling the high seas. Maintenance to keep the boat sharp and the engine steaming costs around 2% of the boat's value yearly. This amounts to around $260,000 a year. These expenses are just basic expenses that go along with the boat. We aren't calculating any special costs like food, drinks, parties, DJs. You know these owners like to throw these big parties. That money isn't accounted to. These are just the basics. So let's put all the numbers together and see what the total amounts to. The boat costs you $13 million. Let's say you had the money to buy the boat out with no loans. The crew costs you $800,000. Docking at your permanent home, not including trips, will cost you around $135,240. Fuel, roughly around $300,000. Insurance, $220,000. Maintenance, $260,000. This totals to about $1.7 million yearly, or about $143,000 a month, which amounts to about 13% of the boat's value yearly. Now let's do some numbers adding a loan into the equation. Let's say you put down 10%, which is $1.3 million on the down payment. That leaves you with a loan of $11.7 million. If you have a 20-year loan at a 5% interest rate, This will add another $77,240 a month, or $926,568 a year. So if you take out a loan for the boat, you can expect to be paying around $2.6 million a year with the loan and the maintenance fees and the crew and docking and all the things we went over. Like I said, guys, this doesn't include any extra fees like the DJs or the parties or the tenders for the boat, which are small boats that take you to the small islands when the water's too shallow and the boat's too big to get into those skinny waters, or jet skis or any toys that the boat comes with. That's not including it. So let me know in the comments below, if you had the money to buy this boat and you had the money to maintain it, would you still do it, knowing all the money it costs to maintain the boat and to keep it running? Let me know in the comments. But yeah, guys, I hope you enjoyed the video. It's life offshore. Make sure if you enjoyed this video, leave a like below. It really helps me out. Subscribe to the channel. It also really helps me out. And I'm out. Peace.